Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Tuesday, May the 19th, as the NFL owners convene out in San Francisco. The big story, of course, will be Deflategate, Roger Goodell, and, of course, meeting here with Robert Kraft. And they had a hug on Tuesday morning. Big deal out there. But underlying the big deal, underlying all of this going on, is the rule changes the NFL will consider as they meet out there in California. One of the big ones is the extra point. What should the NFL do about the extra point? It has become a very boring event. It's become one, as Peter King chronicled on Monday Morning Quarterback yesterday. Basically, from the minute the touchdown scores until the next team takes possession, it's about 4 minutes where literally nothing usually happens. The extra point is almost automatic at this point. Commercial break, they come back, touchback, commercial, and then the next offense eventually takes the field. The NFL wants to keep our attention, wants to keep your attention always throughout the entire 3-hour or so game. 4 minutes is a long time for nothing to be going on. I agree with this. I think the extra point has become outdated. It's basically just 7 points. When a team scores a touchdown now, it maybe wasn't like this 30 or 40 or 50 years ago, but when a team scores a touchdown now, I don't even think about it in the context of it just being 6 points and then you need the extra point. I think of it as it's already 7 points. That's how automatic it has become for these kickers who are so good now to kick the extra point. A couple proposals the NFL is going to vote on here, and in particular, the one from the Philadelphia Eagles I find very interesting, and it will be the one I voted for if I was out there. The Patriots want to move the extra point back from the 2-yard line to the 15-yard line, obviously changing the entire dynamic, making the kick longer, and making it, if you're going to go for it, a much different event there for a team to do that. But the Philadelphia Eagles, the way they have gone about writing their proposal here, I think is the best way to do it. They want to move the 2-point conversion up from the 2-yard line to the 1-yard line, really giving teams more of a choice and more of something to think about. 1 yard, converting that, the odds, if you need it, tie game, late game, if you're down, it might change everything about the way teams go about going for or not going for the 2-point conversion. Add into the fact the Eagles want it to be a defensive play as well. So if there's a fumble, if there's an interception, you can return it the 100 or 99 or 105 yards back the other way for a 2-point score. It adds excitement, it adds something to watch, and it certainly adds a layer of strategy here for coaches. And then for the Eagles in particular, it adds the Tim Tebow element into the entire mix. They signed Tebow about a month ago. Everyone was wondering why. Is he really going to have a new throwing motion? Will he be anything more than a very highly publicized number 3 quarterback? Well, if the 2-point conversion is now moved up to the 1-yard line, think back to Tim Tebow's days at Florida, what he was able to do with that jump throw, his ability to burst through the line, how strong of a runner he is. The Eagles can make a whole slew of plays and a whole package for Tim Tebow. But if I was out there in California and I was voting on this and I was part of the NFL and trying to make this change, they need 24 of the 32 owners, 24 of the 32 teams to agree on all of this. If I was part of it, I would jump on board with the Eagles' proposal. To me, it checks off all the boxes. It takes away the very bland extra point. It gives the defense a chance to take it back the other way, which is fun. And it moves the 2-point conversion up 1 yard, which adds a layer of strategy, adds another thing for the coaches to think about, adds an exciting play, makes teams, I think, more likely to go for it, which changes scoring the entire game. For the Eagles in particular, adds the Tebow aspect. To me, there's no downfall. The only downfall would be the NFL leaving it the way it is, because right now, the extra point is so automatic that it has become boring. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now.